Hello, welcome everybody. I'm back with the star of our summer camp, and we had 4 days of summer camp. Actually, only 3 with our friend about 2 weeks ago, and now she's back. And I want to teach you about a trick for solving any blending problems. Whether you have a beginning reader who cannot blend 3-sound words, or you have a struggling older reader who may make some errors with multi-syllable words or blending 4 or 5-sound words, then today's little mini lesson will be just the thing that you need, okay? And I also have an announcement that I am doing a workshop on the activity I'm going to show you now, plus 2 more activities that form the basis of the whole system that I teach that gets kids to grade level typically in about 12 hours of instruction. So I want you to be able to join into this workshop, this free online workshop that's coming up soon on Thursday. So if you haven't seen this workshop yet, you're invited. It's free, and we also give away some freebies for those who attend. So check the link above and register, sign up, and even if you can't make that time, you'll get an access to the recording so that you can learn about these 3 activities. So now let's dive into the one activity that I want to teach you to help solve the blending problem. Okay? So I've got my friend here who is a rising first grader, and she has been making progress with her blending, and we're going to go through some steps of different levels of blending to see how she does and see where we hit kind of a struggle, and that's when this strategy that I'm going to teach you called Blend As You Read kicks in. Okay, are you ready? Let's see. I'm going to start with the 3-sound word. Got to get a good marker though. Okay, this is a 3-sound word that I'm writing for her. This is part of the activity called Read It. Okay, let's see if she can put those sounds together and make a word. I'm going to try it. All right. Mm-hmm. Last sound?
Gum.
Yeah. Do you like gum?
I don't like minty.
Don't like minty gum, but how about bubble gum? Okay. You want to pick one of these, and now write the word and say each sound as you do it.
Okay.
So she did blend. Hey, Sangeeta, thanks for popping in. She did blend as you read. You focus on gum. I'll say the sound. I'll show you what she did in a second. That one's not very dark, but they can see it. Let me know where you're coming in from. We've got folks all over the world. Your writing is so neat. It's probably better than mine. You wrote the word. We all like bubblegum here, okay? Now let's do the erase game, okay?
Okay.
And as soon as she finishes that, I'll talk about the blend as you read approach. First, you say the sound and erase. Very nice. Okay.
I wrote this.
Oh, you erased it and you wrote it as you erased it. That's a neat idea. I could add that in. Do you want to play with this while I tell everyone something? So what she did for gum was really important. And this is the blend as you read strategy that I want you to teach your students. Sometimes a lot of reading programs, you can just play it as much as you want, teach us to say what word? And that works okay for a lot of kids, but it doesn't work for everyone. And the approach that I found that does work for everyone is called Blend As You Read. So it's very simple. You just ask them to put the sounds together as they go. Okay? So it's not but it's and you reveal the last sound, and then they can much more easily tack that last sound on. So don't let the student do the sound word method. Encourage them to do the blend as you read method. And you hold that vowel. And so how did she do with 3 sounds? What did you guys think? Anybody tuning in with a thumbs up or a heart for our friend? Was 3 sounds good for her? She could do it? Didn't need too much of my help. All right, so yes, she was pretty good. So I want to kick it up a notch and make the level harder to see if I can improve her blending with the next level, Phonemic Link, which is 4. She's the pro. So we're going to do a CVCC word where the consonant combinations are at the end because those are easier. Okay?
I was right to It was a birthday party, which is a pool party.
Oh, is that coming up, or you already gone to it?
No, I haven't been to it. It's Aria's, and it's on the 2nd of something.
Okay, coming up soon, probably the 2nd of September.
Yeah,
that's very exciting.
September.
Okay, so now let's see how she's doing with blending. If she puts the 4 sound words. And we got a question from Donnie. Thank you, Donnie. How do you deal with the hump if they cannot blend the first 2 letters firstly? Let's see if we get to that problem, and if we don't, I will try to model it and make that problem up. Okay, what do we have here?
Soft.
That was easy for you. Nicely done. Soft. And do you have anything that is soft? Do you own anything that's soft?
I have my Mimi let me bring home purple blankets that's soft.
Ooh. Who loves purple blankets that are soft? I do. Purple's my favorite color. Okay, can you write soft and say the sounds?
And Jim's.
Okay.
He's a boy.
Mm-hmm. So while she's writing this, she's getting letter sound knowledge, reinforcement. And I could even cover the word up, so she really has to hear the sounds in the word soft. She's accessing the sounds that she hears in the word instead of relying on looking at this and memorizing a picture or a visual. Wow, soft. That was easy for you. Okay, are we ready?
Maybe I could try closing my eyes and do it.
That's fun. We can do that the next time. Okay, ready? Let's do the erase game. This is more letter sound reinforcement and phonemic segmentation reinforcement. Okay, was she able to do the 4 sounds with the consonant combinations at the end? Totally. So what do we need to do? We need to increase the challenge. So what we're going to do is 4 sounds with the consonant combinations at the beginning of the word. That's harder. That's why kids have trouble saying things like spaghetti. So because dealing with phonemes at the beginning, consonant combinations at the beginning of a word are harder than at the end. Okay, you've got some hearts from Rena and some thumbs up from Brittany. This is an exciting little day. Okay, let's give her the next hardest level.
3 thumbs up and a heart.
Oh, got some more. Thank you, Donnie. And Jay. Wow. Got quite a team right here, don't we? Okay, so let's see if she can do the consonant combinations at the beginning. Now, this is a 4 sound word because this is just 1 sound. Even though that's why I put it in 2 colors so that she would know it's just 1 sound. Okay, let's get ready.
Grass.
That was so easy for her. Way to go. And this is just 4 sounds, but these are 5. This is 5 letters because this is just 1 sound. Okay? 4 sounds. G, r, ah. See, that's just 1 sound in those 2 letters?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going to say the sounds as she does that, and I'm going to answer Donnie's question because she wasn't able to make that mistake, so we got to figure out how to answer your question. So let's see here. Get the markers going right. So if a student that you have, and this is very common, can say g, but doesn't know how to do grr, then, and you try to get them, you cover up the beginning part, rather the ending part of the word, and they still, you coach them, okay, put it together, and they don't do it. Then what you do is model it and then have them copy you. Okay? So if the student just says grr and goes nowhere, then I would say, oh, well, this is grr. Now say it with me. Grr. And then you reveal the next one. Okay, now try to put that sound together. And with the 2 consonant combinations that you help them support, that you support them to do, they'll probably probably be able to add the next one. So remember, it's grrr. What comes next? Let's add that next one. Grrr. And you do the modeling, but you also get them to do the work too. Whenever you have the modeling that you're doing the work, don't let the kid just get off scot-free, okay? This is something you're going to wean them off of as soon as possible. Did you already get grass? Did you say the sounds in your head? Uh-oh, can you say them right now? She's doing it. That's great. So that's how you solve that problem. And then you just try to withdraw that support as quickly as possible. And it could even happen that if a student is reading this word, a 3-sound word, they cannot put those first 2 sounds together. And they say, ah, and they just look at you like a deer in the headlights. Well, then you model it. Well, I hear ma, ma. Yeah, you copy me, ma. And then you reveal the last sound, ma. So that's how to solve that problem. Modeling with them copying and then removing your help as soon as possible. And if that doesn't work, then I have some other tricks, but we don't have time for them today. So they're on my blog at readingsimplified.com. If you search for Blend As You Read, you'll probably find those. Okay, let's do the erase game. We got to make something harder for her, so she needs my help. Go. If you have any other questions, please pop them in. And I'd love to know where you're from. Okay, so what I'm doing with her is what I would do with any reader or any group of readers. I want to take them to the hardest phonemic level that I can find. What's going to challenge them phonemically, their sound processing, the most. Because if we just practice what she can do without much of my help, then I'm not needed. So this is why we've gone from 3 sounds to 4 sounds, and now we're going to 5 sounds. Donnie says she's from New York City. I don't know we have New York City in a long time. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's come up with a good word. So she can do 4, so let's see if we can do 5. Got to get a good word here. Okay. Can you put your marker off to the side? Thank you. Let's put the sound together as you go.
No. Stamp.
Nicely done. Like you stamped something?
Yeah.
Very good. So can she do 5 sounds?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think of my friend? So her blending is really coming along. Let's pick a color and write the sounds as you spell it. And you say, actually, I'm going to do the trick. I'm going to erase stamp. Okay, so you're going to have to really hear the sounds and stamp. You can do it because you just listen to the sounds. Notice she still needed to kind of correct herself, and it took her a few seconds. So this is a good level for her to work on independently, and certainly with my help. Donnie gives you some love. Okay, stamp. Say the sounds as you write it. Okay, you did it. What's the word?
Stamp.
Very nice. Okay, so she modeled for you guys how to do the blend as you read strategy. She did not do s, t, ap, p, all isolated and then try to guess the word. And she didn't do st and then amp, like the onset and the rhyme. She put it together as she went. She blended it as she went through the word. That is so nice. And why did I take the word away from her? Because I didn't want her to be looking at it and thinking S-T-A. I wanted her to be thinking the sounds. And she's very powerful now because she knows all these sounds and she can segment them. She can spell a lot of words. Should we give her a word to see if she can spell it without seeing it? Donnie says, what grade or level is she? I teach kindergarten. Yes. My young friend is?
First grade.
She's about to start first grade. We start first grade in about 3 weeks here. Yeah, so let's see. Let's erase stamp, and then we'll give you a word. So I can just show you how when you access the sounds and words, say the sounds, it really helps you become a speller, a good speller. She should be able to spell pretty much any one-syllable word with a short vowel, no matter how many letter sounds there are. Okay, so we're just going to come up with a couple. Let's see. Best. You are the best for doing this with me. Best. That is the best. What do you guys think? High fives all around. Do you want to do another one, or are you ready to take a break? Okay, this is fun. It's really fun to see what you can, what power you have when you learn how to hear the sounds of words and recognize short vowels. And Miss Monica gives you a big heart. You know that lady? Okay, let's see if we can do the word past. We went past McDonald's. Let's go back. You got all the sounds. That's so great.
I got this one wrong because the T
Cool.
is too long. You want every letter the same height.
Mm-hmm. So well, the T actually goes above the line. It goes above this line right here where these short letters go. It could go all the way up to here. Okay, past. Okay, Donnie asked if it would be a good idea to have her rainbow write each word a few times. So that is a nice activity for building sight word recognition. Right now, we're really just building her sound symbol processing and her decoding skills, her knowledge of letter sounds. And the words I've picked so far aren't really high frequency words, so I wouldn't actually spend time with her doing rainbow writing, especially with my time here. Now, maybe she went off on her own. Rainbow writing would be good. And with high frequency words, because she's just starting out. She doesn't know all the top 100 fry words. Those would be the words that we would have her do for rainbow writing. Now, for those of you who don't know what rainbow writing is, maybe they'd want to see. Do you have a guess?
I actually know because my teacher.
Oh, okay.
On our papers that we do in the morning, when we go to school, we always have a paper. And there's a rainbow writing.
That's a fun thing you get to do.
Yeah, but we can use pencil. But
it's hard to make a rainbow with pencil. Do you mean colored pencils?
Well, colored pencils. Well, we can only use crayons.
Okay.
But we can only at free time we can only use markers.
Okay.
Sometimes I crack.
Now you got every sound in past. And you also picked the right letters, but this is backwards because this is the way this goes. Okay, so you start over here. Can you erase that? So start here and go this way. Should we show the fans how to do rainbow writing? Okay, you can pick. I need to get some more markers because these are all sort of sickly. So I'm going to be a very faint rainbow. Okay, so say the sounds as you do it, all right? But when you do send them off for rainbow writing at centers or working independently, encourage them to say the sounds as they do it, because that's really going to be 50% of the battle to helping them become good readers and spellers.
Should I do this part?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah.
Say the sounds as you write it. Okay, she's writing the P. It's very faint. Are there any other questions or comments? I'm going to maybe give her one more 5-sound word, and then we'll wrap it up. I wanted you to know that there is a workshop that I'm hosting on Thursday about this activity and 2 others that make up the whole basis of Reading Simplified. So please sign up. And if you can't even get there on time or you've got a conflict, don't worry. I'll send out the replay, but only if you're registered. Thanks, Jasmine. Okay, so she's picking different colors for each word and rewriting it over and over again. Sometimes I've seen this also. What do you think about this? Would this be too much work? Which way do you like better? I like your way. Okay, let's erase. Help me erase as fast as we can so we can give them one more word and show them how you can blend 5-sound words and how to do the blend as you read approach.
I do like 2 words at a time.
Impressive. Okay. Now, I'm hiding it from her simply because I don't want her to be doing the blend as you read approach before she sees it all at once, because I want you to be really clear about what her process is. But you don't have to hide the word from your kids. Donnie asked, can we use this at the same time as foundation diagram? Absolutely. And I can, yeah, absolutely. I would just do the diagraph for beginners anyway in a different color. Okay, let's try blend as you read for this.
Can I use that gum?
Sure. Yeah, this one's the best one we have right now. But first we're going to read it. Grand. Do you know what that means?
It kind of means that somebody did something
Really good. Like reading the big word grand?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a grand accomplishment. Okay, go ahead and say the sounds as you do it. Let me show you, Donnie, what I mean for the diagraph lesson. So sorry about my markers. I think I took them on to a conference and never replaced them. My good ones. Sorry about that. We'll get our act together for the next one. Oh, you need it. Sorry, sweetheart. Yep. Okay. So this is all I mean for the diagraph. When they're beginning, make sure that the diagraph is one color. And for those of you who don't know, use that terminology diagraph. That just means di means 2, and this is a grapheme or a written symbol with 2 letters for 1 sound. This is not, I would not recommend doing this. Did you already write it? You're so fast. This is not a digraph. This is not 1 sound. This is 2 sounds. So we don't want to do this at all. Okay? This bull is not 2 sound. Is not 1 sound. It's 2. So each thing should be separate. So a child should write black like this. B, l, a, k. And they could even do this as the 1 color because that's 1 sound. Black. Okay, you got grand. And it is so grand that you can do that. Should we do the erase game and then we'll say goodbye?
Okay.
Good. More like a dog growling. Oops, I got ahead of you. I'm sorry. I'm too fast. And you may play with this. So Donnie points out that she likes how I put the double S as 1 color. Yeah, anytime you can help the student who's really beginning along with how this crazy code of ours works, do that. But then after they've done that and they've seen it a few times, and maybe you've done switch it where they see 1 sound on 1 card, and then you can withdraw that support. You don't have to do the 2 different colors. Okay, so I hope you learned a little bit about how to help a student move along with their blending. I'm discouraging you from having the children do the sound, sound, sound word approach, but actually to put the sounds together as they go, blend as you read, and a little card can go a long way to help them put sounds together and say sha, and that will solve about 99% of your blending problems with beginners or more advanced kids who can maybe do 3 sound and 4 sound fine, but when they get to 5 sounds, they start to have some breakdowns. Do you see kids who look at the word black and say back, or they see the word back and they say brack or black? They're adding and flipping sounds because they're not really putting them very carefully together, left to right. That's fine. And don't forget about my free workshop. We've got some freebies for you if you come and participate. So sign up with the link above. You'll learn about how this activity can support kids in lots of different levels. Watch some videos, and you'll learn about the 2 other most important activities to teach kids the code and get them to be readers really fast. So thanks for being here. Are you ready to say goodbye?
Bye.
Oh, Donnie, I'm so glad to hear that you're going to start this. She did not use this much in kindergarten. We just started getting working together about 2 weeks ago. So she's a real smarty, and she's picking this up quickly. Again, we're going to sign off. Thanks for being here.
Bye.